What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video, I will be adding a part 4 into the What If Naruto and Menma Were Brothers series. This is due to you guys somewhat recently hitting the last like goal on the video, and due to me wanting to see if you guys still want this What If in general. So, in order to test your abilities and desire for this video, the like goal will be 4,000 likes within a week, just to see if you guys want this and want to continue on the path that it once was. Anyways, as usual, I'll be recapping the last part of the What If before jumping into the new material. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, in the last part of this What If, that was quite a bit ago, but in the last part of this What If, we dealt with Naruto, Menma, and Sasuke all being on Team 7, with Sakura, aka one of the least-liked characters in Naruto, in the Naruto fandom. Menma replaced Sakura, right? Menma and Naruto are brothers, and basically, Naruto, Menma, and Sasuke were able to, through teamwork and through skill alone, able to basically get the bells, or at least push Kakashi to the point where he thought they were worthy of becoming Genin, along with Menma snapping or forcing Naruto and Sasuke to work as a coherent team. So, we're going to jump right into the video with the Land of Waves kind of kicking off, and Naruto and Sasuke, along with Kakashi, protecting Tazuna, and, just trying to work on their Land of Waves mission. So that's where we'll jump back into the story. Now, like I said, we last left off with Naruto and Menma, along with the rest of Team 7, facing off against Zabuza on their mission to escort Tazuna to the Land of Waves. Zabuza is now ready to kill all of them, with his bloodlust raising to a degree where even Sasuke and Naruto are completely frozen and incapacitated with fear. No one move at all! Kakashi yells this to his team as Zabuza deploys his hidden mist jutsu and disappears into the mist. As soon as this happens, all of the Genin are put under a tremendous amount of stress and pressure, each one feeling the weight of their teammates' lives along with their own lives. Sasuke Uchiha is breaking down to an embarrassing degree, with his body being completely frozen and locking up. Naruto is also frozen, unable to think, as the pressure of death and failure to become the Hokage, his one true dream, hangs over his head. Menma is also somewhat frozen in fear, as he really doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how he can act in order to protect Naruto from this threat that seemingly surpasses him in every way. Kakashi is the one that is mainly calm, with Kakashi assessing the situation calmly with a Sharingan, and Menma tries to calm himself down, as he knows that panicking will only slow down his reaction times drastically, therefore lessen the amount of time that he has to react and save his brother. He looks around for his brother through the mists, or at least attempts to, though he's completely unable to see even a foot in front of him. Naruto, stay where you are, I'm coming to get you! Menma then takes a single step. As soon as Menma says this and takes a step, Zabuza appears behind him through the smoke. He swings his sword at Menma's back, ready to cleave the child in half. However, just before Menma is chopped into two, an inkling, a very, very small inkling of killer intent slips through his veneer, and Menma is able to immediately launch himself forward, barely dodging a fatal blow from Zabuza, although he does sustain a minor cut wound. As he dodges this, Menma's heart races in his chest. He is well aware that he would have died if Zabuza hadn't slightly lowered his guard in response to Menma seeming basically defenseless. I couldn't sense him at all. If Naruto were in that situation, he probably would have died. Menma then takes one step, and once more Zabuza comes to attack, this time being interrupted by Kakashi, who was able to see this distortion in the mist, and block this sword strike with his kunai. Your fight is with me. Kakashi then slices Zabuza in the stomach. This Zabuza then drops and disperses into a water clone. The quote-unquote real Zabuza then slices his sword right through the waist of the confused Kakashi. And just as this happens, Kakashi, or I should say, Menma catches a glimpse, or a slight glimpse of Kakashi, smirking as he himself reveals that he had copied the water clone jutsu immediately after seeing Zabuza deploy it. Zabuza, however, anticipates this and attacks the real Kakashi with a kick that sends him flying into the domain of Zabuza, water. Once Kakashi's in the water, Zabuza makes quick work of him putting him in a water prison jutsu and completely restricting Kakashi from being able to do anything. The mist that was once covering the battlefield disperses, and all the genin see that Kakashi is not able to move, with Zabuza holding him there. Naruto and Sasuke then are barraged by 5 water clones that Zabuza manifests in order to kill them. Sasuke dispatches 3 water clones that are sent his way, but after dispatching one, Naruto is backhanded by another one of Zabuza's clones and set flying. Menma rushes over to help Naruto, but Naruto refuses his help. "Don't interfere, Menma. Me and Sasuke are going to take down this clone and get Kakashi back. You cover us." Menma starts to object. "But Naruto, I'm what, Menma? Not strong enough? Not fast enough? Not skilled enough? Just watch me and I'll show you how much I've grown." Menma is blown back by Naruto's overwhelming confidence, but he pushes once more, desperately wanting to be able to keep his little brother out of harm's way and keep him from ever dealing with hardship. "Naruto, please let me help." "Menma, just stop it." A bit of anger starts to creep into Naruto's voice. "Stop treating me like a kid, and stop trying to protect me like I'm your little brother. I'm a shinobi just like you are. Now watch my back and pray that you'll ever be able to catch up." Naruto says this with a cocky, somewhat joking smile on his face. "Come on, Sasuke. I have a plan." Naruto then starts explaining his plan to Sasuke, and Menma looks on in awe as Naruto changes the tide of the battle with his words and heart alone. Immediately, the hopelessness of this mission disappears completely, and Zabuza seems to be the one who, while in an advantageous position, is feeling the pressure. The plan is then put into action. This goes exactly how it would in the original, and ends up with Naruto throwing a kunai that would free Kakashi and finally give them a true winning chance. From there on, Kakashi starts taking this fight as seriously as possible, and plays his mind games with Zabuza, using Genjutsu and the foresight of the Sharingan to completely outpace and outdo Zabuza until he hits Zabuza with a final massive water-style jutsu that essentially finishes the fight. Right before Kakashi can make the decisive and finishing blow, however, 3 Senbon embed themselves within the neck of Zabuza, stopping his pulse and seemingly killing him. After this happens, Haku, who disguises himself as someone who retrieves bodies and basically hunts down rogue shinobi, retrieves the body of Zabuza and rushes into the woods with him. With all the excitement and adrenaline gone, Kakashi's body feels the negative repercussions of the Sharingan, and he collapses into a heap. Menma and Tazuna decide to help Kakashi to his feet and drag him along because, just due to the exhaustion that Naruto and Sasuke are feeling, because their plan did take quite a bit of chakra and just stamina out of them in general. They drag him along until they reach Tazuna's home, and they just all get a chance to relax, and rest. When Naruto and Menma relax outside together, Menma clears his throat. Do you really think that I don't treat you like a shinobi, Naruto?" Naruto's eyes stare back, right back at his older brother, his taller brother, and nods. "You don't treat me like a shinobi, Menma. You treat me like I'm a little kid who needs to be protected all the time." Menma winces upon hearing this and looks down at the dirt. I'm sorry, Naruto. I don't mean to baby you, it's just... I know if Mom and Dad were here, this is the role they would want me to play. I'll try to baby you less. I'll let you fight on your own and show me just how strong you truly are. But listen to this, Naruto. If I sense you are in mortal danger, my instincts will kick in and I will put my life on the line to preserve yours. So if you don't want me to baby you and get stronger, if you don't want me to risk my life for yours, get stronger. Strong enough to never need my help. Okay? Naruto nods and outstretches his arm to fist bump his brother. When the two's fists clash, a small orange spark flies between them, stinging their hand and making the brothers curious. They then try it once more to no effect, so they just assume that it must have been a mistake or just some static electricity, and head inside for bed. Sasuke, who is watching this familial interaction from afar, decides to head inside as well. Basically, after all of them, getting some rest, and just, getting the well-needed rest that they all deserve. The next day, the first ones to wake are Kakashi and Naruto. Kakashi had just recovered from his Sharingan usage and is able to walk with a crutch now, just with a little bit of aided support, and Naruto asked for a head start on the training that they would do, so Kakashi, knowing that Naruto would most likely need a bit of a time or a little bit of a head start to master the ability that Kakashi wants him to master by the time Menma and Sasuke do, decides to, let him get a little bit of a head start. Now, he decides to give him a couple hours of practice with chakra control, and after these hours pass, Kakashi wakes Sasuke and Menma in order to start the training that Naruto is currently doing. Up to this point, Naruto has gotten halfway up the tree, with many bumps and bruises that have come from many failed attempts to reach the top. Kakashi explains what the point of this drill is, and as he does, Menma and Sasuke start, with both of them reaching the same midway point that Naruto struggled to by the second try, throwing Naruto off of his game, and truly displaying the difference between all of the Genin's talent and abilities. Sasuke has the least amount of disruption within his own chakra pool, although his natural level of talent is below that of Menma's. Menma has Kurama somewhat disrupting his chakra, although due to him having the tamer side of the QB and his own talent level, he is able to control his chakra quite easily, and even to an even greater extent than someone like Sasuke can. Naruto is someone who has the worst, with his natural talent being far below that of Sasuke and Menma's, and the amount of chakra disruption between Naruto and Kurama is so great that Naruto struggles to successfully and efficiently even differentiate his chakra, which means that he has to try much harder just to keep up with him. Now, even with all of this and all of them training until it turns dark, and they basically all train until they can until they cannot use chakra anymore. By that night, Menma has completed his chakra control training and now decides to rest up. Now, after Menma heads inside, Naruto and Sasuke continue to attempt to do this, right? They continue to run up the tree, and slowly but surely are making progress in their chakra control, and just able to finally tune it until the next, after a couple more hours of 8 hours more of straight training, Naruto and Sasuke are able to finally reach the level that Menma was able to attain a little bit earlier. The motivation for Sasuke is simply to, his motivation is simple: beat Itachi, and everything that he does, every training exercise that he does, is making one step towards that. Naruto now has two goals. He has to become strong enough to be the Hokage, which he's training for as well, but he also now has to be strong enough to the point where he's either stronger than Menma, or so strong where no one can ever put him in a position where Menma will need to save him. So, with the words of Menma ringing in his ears, Naruto continues to train until, like I said, they finally complete the training. Now, after Naruto had completed this training, he goes off into the woods and on his own to rest and just relax by himself, really clear his head. As he lies down in the middle of the woods, someone approaches him while he's upside down. He sees this person and sits up. Hello. This person waves their hand at Naruto, somewhat fervently and hesitantly, almost looking like they're a somewhat socially awkward person, but Naruto, being the boisterous, loud-mouthed person that he is, waves back and greets them as well. What is someone like you out here in the woods for? Naruto smiles. I just finished a little bit of training. What about you? The one who, we now know as Haku, is basically just standing there, or I guess kneeling down, talking to Naruto and really explaining his ideals. Now, as Haku talks, the talk goes very similar to how it would in the original, with Haku really explaining and talking about Haku's desire to protect a certain someone, and when you have that desire, you basically become stronger. And while they have this conversation, Naruto truly starts to understand his brother's motivation a bit more. Haku seems to be reflecting that same motivation. And as Haku walks away, Naruto truly wonders if he should let Menma at least attempt to protect him in certain situations, or if he truly does, if Menma needing to protect Naruto is something that keeps him going. With this thought, with this seed of doubt planted inside of Naruto's head, he decides to head back to the cabin, or to Tazuna's house, where Kakashi and the rest of the team, along with Tazuna and Tazuna's grandchild, live. When he enters, he sees that Sasuke and Menma, along with Kakashi, have some serious looks on their face, And upon asking what's so serious, Kakashi reveals that the Land of Waves mission that they thought was over is anything but completed. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 4 to the What If Naruto and Menma Brothers series. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I usually do, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do want more, you want more continuations, you want the videos to be longer in general, right? Like, if I see reception to this, I haven't really mentioned this, but if I see reception to videos that are really good, I will just start kind of increasing the time, like the length of time that they are. Like, usually they're around anywhere from 13 to 15, maybe if they're a little bit longer, 13 to 17 minutes. But if you guys, show really good reception and go above and beyond with the like goals and that type of stuff, I'll probably start boosting that series in particular to like a 20-minute time slot, just to show my support for you guys, like my commitment to giving you guys quality content. For all those people wondering, or for all those people that thought the Naruto Atsuki What If was going to come out today, there's no way I finished a whole series in the day that I put on the community tab. I'm not even done scripting all of it. Based on the script, it's probably going to come out to like a 15-part series, with each part being like somewhere from 15 to 20 minutes, just to give you guys a little bit of an update on that. The goal is to have the series the first video out on the Saturday of this upcoming week. That way I can have it going during spring break, and just let those be the videos that I'm done with. So I'm really working hard and trying to, grind on that. So what I might do is stream over the next 2 days, although I'm not 100% sure. I might stream over the next 2 days instead of put out videos, answer some questions, maybe do some new stuff, but, answer some questions in general. And that way I can spend a little bit more time working on the videos that, will be going out when you guys, for the most part, are probably either out of school or maybe have a little bit of free time from work. So that's good. As usual, I'll leave links to my social media down in the description below, and along with a second channel, which, depending on when this came out, it may have already been posted. Like, the video, it's a little bit of a rant video. I'm not like screaming at my mic, but I am ranting, I guess. So it's the first type of video on there. It's a variety channel. I'm not going to be doing any particular like anime only content. Just whatever I feel like doing, rants, all that kind of good stuff. So if you think that sounds cool, go ahead, check it out. Check out the video. So anyways, as usual, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, guys, this is Anime X signing off.